All right, so we're gonna take this lamp apart, and one of the first things you wanna do is spin the bottom ring off that holds the lamp in. And sometimes this connection right here will have a lot of stickiness to it. So what you wanna do is kind of just rock this back and forth. A lot of times it will give you a little bit of heat. You can actually stick a screwdriver in there and kind of pop it apart. But once you get it to the point where the lamp will come out, you don't want to pull it apart like this or take any of these fittings apart, because the tube inside will break. So once you get it apart, keep this hand on the ground, pin this down, keep this hand on here, and just pull. And that should pull right out of the socket. If it doesn't, you're going to want to unthread it from that end. Take the burner socket lock nut off and thread the burner socket down into it, which unfortunately with a CI 3000 lamp will wind up breaking it. But so once the lamp is out, now you can take this apart. And again, you're going to want to not put too much this way. If you want, you can take and put a screwdriver in here and just kind of pop it apart. That comes out. That comes out. Handle the glass as little as possible. Spin this one off. And again, you can wiggle it, or you can just stick a screwdriver in here and pop it apart. And then we've removed all of the pins because it causes drama when people don't put them together right. But if you have pins in your lamp, you'll want to line the pins up. Make sure the hole, the pin goes in the hole. Hold it together. Spin it all the way on. And generally, when it's in there correctly, you'll see the pin sticking through the hole. And this surface and this surface will be very close. If the pin is holding it away, you'll notice that this is protruding from the edge of the union ring. So then you'll want to put this in. In general, you can just dump it in with the cardboard tube. Put that in, shake it around a little bit, make sure it bottoms out. Put this piece on, and again, make sure if yours has pins that the pin and the hole line up. You hold it together. There's a little spring in there. You can see trying to push it apart. Counter rotate them a little bit to snug them up. You're going to push this back in very gently and very carefully. You don't want to catch these little nubs on the edge. If you knock that nub off, sometimes it'll break the lamp or the gas will leak out and it won't light for you. So once you get it up to the end there, you can feel it banging around on the end of the burner socket. That's when it's going into the socket. Banging around. And then when you find the hole, it'll pop right in. Again, on the CI 3000 lamps, you're going to want to line the pin up with the hole. There's a hole in there. A little rusty in there. So you see the little hole for the pin, which I still don't, to this day, don't understand. Get that in there. Once it goes in, make sure that that bottoms out on there, that the pin is in. And spin this back on. Give that a rotate. You want to tighten this up as well. Sometimes what there is there's a crush gasket in there that sometimes if you don't tighten that up, it'll leak out through here. And that's it, it's ready to go in.